Good morning, everyone. In this session, we will be looking into what you mean by functional strategies or functional strategy implementation. So, under this, we will be looking into the various functional parameters like financial policies and plans, marketing policies and plan, production operation policies and plans, human resource policies and plan, information management policies and plans. Basically, the functional units of an organization. What are the policies and plans of each department or specialization which will have an impact on strategic management is what we will be dealing in this session. So in the modules which we covered, we had seen that there is six sequence or six implementations which we have to take in to account when you are planning for strategy implementation. First being project implementation, second procedural implementation, resource allocation, structural implementation, functional implementation, and behavioral implementation. Project implementation in the sense how the major work is divided into different projects and how the projects are taken care of. Procedural implementation means the policies or laws which are governing the different strategies are what is covered in procedure implementation. Resource allocation, since resources is scarce thing, you have to make prudent decisions and you have to allocate resources in such a manner that you are getting and you are making the system effective and efficient. Structural implementation is nothing but the structure of the organization itself. Like we have seen the different structures which are there in an organization, like we mainly dealt with two different dimensions. One is vertical dimension, the other one is horizontal dimension, and based on that we had seen different organization structures. So that is covered under structural implementation. Behavioral implementation is something how the company or the organization or the strategies is perceived by the people, or basically in behavioral implementation we are taking care of the human aspects of the strategies. And the last one is functional implementation. In this one we will be looking into the different how the implementation is done in a functional or an operational level. So that is covered under functional implementation. Let's see what it is. Functional strategies must be developed in the key areas of marketing, finance, production, operation, research and development, and in HR or personnel. Functional strategies help in implementation of grand strategy by organizing and activating specific subunits of the company to pursue the business strategy in daily activities. So once the strategy is formulated, after planning, it is formulated. In order to implement it, it should be communicated from the top management, and it should the implementation will happen in the functional and operational level. So these are covered under functional strategy. Okay, so under this there are, based on the number of departments in the organization, these will vary. The number of functional policies and plans will vary. So basically functional policies and plans helps strategy implementation in many ways. First one is the top management can guarantee that strategic decisions are implemented by all parts of organization. Second one is financial policies and plans identify how things are to be done and limit direction for managerial action. And third one, functional managers can handle similar situation in different functional areas in a consistent manner. Fourth one, coordination among different functions is guaranteed. Then last one, functional policies and plans serve as a basis for controlling activities in different functional areas. So these are the ways by which functional policies and plans will help in strategy implementation. So in financial policies and plans, it is mainly dealing with or concerned with raising, usage and management of funds for business operations. So like raising how sources of fund is what we will be telling about how it will be raised. Are we going to raise based on the debts, or are we going to have equity shares, preference shares, return earnings? All those things will be looked into in sources of fund. The sources of fund can be divided mainly into two, as you are aware of, equity and debt. How it is being managed is what we will be looking into. Source of funds and usage of funds is nothing but how the funds are getting utilized or used. So in this one, based on, in order to optimize the investment in fixed asset, the company will be looking into different steps, like what should be the appropriate technology, what should be the proper mix of various fixed asset, and the efficient way of project implementation. And once that is done, management of funds. So these three you have studied in detailed in financial management. So in financial policies and plans, basically we will be concerned with raising, usage and management of funds for business operation. In sources of fund, we will be looking into the debt and equity factors, and in usage of fund, based on these factors, we will be using it. A choice of appropriate technology, proper mix of various fixed asset, and efficient project implementation. And the last one is how you manage the funds. So these are the things which will be covered under financial policies and plans. Next one is marketing policies and plans. You know the 4 P's of marketing. So the 4 P's of marketing are product, price, place and promotion. And this will be taken care, or the marketing mix will be taken care, and the policies related to this will be made in marketing policies and plan. uh, like after this, once we have concentrated on the marketer's angle about the 4 P's, then we will translate to buyers. These are termed as 4 C's. In 4 C's, the customer will be looking mainly on the uh, cost, convenience, communication, and how much it is, how much the customers, if the product is being answerable for the customer or acting as a customer solution. So marketing mix, all the strategies related to marketing mix will come under this one. So let's see. In case of product, price, place and promotion. In promotion, we will be looking, or we will be coming up with strategy implementation in the field of personal selling, advertising, publicity, sales, promotions. Then these three will come in service, like people, physical evidence and process. So managing all those things and coming up with policies and plans which will affect the marketing is coming under marketing policies and plans. Some other marketing strategies include social marketing, augmented marketing, direct marketing, relationship marketing, so on and so forth. This is being explained in detail in your notes, which is uploaded in your Google Classroom. Then next one, production and operation policies and plan. In this one, mainly the production system, that is anything related to the production system, that is decisions relating to location, layout, capacity, work system, degree of automation, product or service design, degree of vertical integration. All those things will be taken care under production system. And like what are the places where you have to make sure that the policies and plans are in place in production and operation control is operation planning and control, research and development, and modernization. In all these three places, you have to make ensure that the policies and plans are in place. So this production policies and plans are very much important. It is concerned with the transformation of inputs into outputs. So basically the 5 M's, that is men, material, mission, method, and money should be taken care in case of production and operational policies and plans. So till now we have seen financial policies and plans, marketing policies and plan, and production operation policies and plan. All those things in details are included in your notes, and since you have studied all these things in your marketing management, financial management, production and operation management, and next one human resource management, I'm not going into details. I hope you understand what I am explaining now. So, human resource policies and plans are mainly concerned with procurement, development, appraisal, rewards, and industrial relations. What it is, you have already learned in previous semesters. So, any policies and plans which is associated with human resource concerning to procurement, development, appraisal, retention, and industrial relations will come under human resource plans and policies. And the last one is information management plans and policies. So anything concerned with information capability factor related to design and management of the flow of information within and outside an organization, that will be covered under information management and plans and policies. The different factors within the information management system which plays an important role in strategic management are acquisition and retention of information, processing and synthesis of information, retrieval and usage of information, and integrative, supportive, and systematic factors which will help in making the decisions much more easier for the top management. So, with this, we come to the end of Unit 4. So, let's just see what are the things which we learned. What is strategic implementation? What is the difference between formulation and implementation? What do you mean by forward linkage and backward linkage? What are the framework of strategic implementation? Factors of strategic implementation like strategy, structure, and behavior. Which are the things which will come under each one? Okay. And after that, we came to strategic implementation, model of strategic implementation. What are the six or sequence in which the strategic implementation issues are to be considered? What do you mean by project management? Then what are the different phases of project management? What is procedural implementation? There are different various acts which will be governing the organization. So when you're coming up with strategies, we should be aware about these acts. So few are being noted in this slide. Others are included in your notes. So then like what is resource allocation? What are the different factors which should be considered which will affect the resource allocation? How we are coming up with strategic budget, then strategic implementation, what it is, what are the different types of structures in an organization. Then we came off what is strategic leadership, what do you mean by power, what are the types and sources of power, then information system, how what is the role being played, behavioral implementation, and the six distinct corporate social initiative. And in today's session we have dealt with functional strategies, and we have seen the different functions of an organization. Depending on the size of the organization, the functional strategies which should be implemented will increase. So that's all about strategy implementation. With this, we come to the end of Unit 4. If you have any doubts, please clarify. Thank you.